I just wondered, you know, you host, which I guess in English we call the mid-morning show on Espace Musique.
Yeah.
Was it kind of your dream to do something like this when you were a kid?
Oh, wow. No, not at all. When I studied journalism at Concordia, I didn't like radio, which sounds weird to say that now, but I was always more of a TV person, or I thought I would write. I thought I'd be a features writer, and I'd write in magazines, and I thought I'd write for Rolling Stone magazine. But no, it's weird. Radio never really interested me. I wanted to be a VJ, but not a DJ. I had no.
And you were a VJ.
And I was a VJ, and I was a reporter. That's right, on Musique Plus. But it was never my dream, and now I've been doing this for almost 3 years. Every day from 8:30 to noon every weekday, and I enjoy it. It's like another way of reaching people. Radio is different. People listen to you when you're working. Sometimes they tune out. Sometimes they write to you. They're like, "What did you just say?" Or "Can you repeat that?" Or "Oh, you made me laugh when you missed your cue." It's a different kind of proximity, I find.
How would you describe the show if you know, might be an Anglophone is not listening to Espace Musique? Hopefully they will after this. How would you describe what kind of show it is?
I'm mostly, I would say, pop song oriented. Classical music is either early morning or later on at night. We have jazz at night. Philippe Femieux, who follows me, is more world music.
Yeah, he's got a lot of world music.
He's got a lot of world music, and I'm more pop songs. A lot of francophone pop songs. A lot of
Québécois.
A lot of Québécois, yes, and some Anglo as well. But I'm more, and it's. I don't want to say urban because that sounds like you're thinking of Drake, but it's not just music. We'll listen to music for 3.5 hours, but I'll talk about culture, entertainment. I read you a lot, actually.
Now that's a good thing.
Well, that's a really good thing because seriously, I'm gonna use this to say I find that sometimes your interviews give me another perspective on some artists. They will tell you things that they won't necessarily think of telling a francophone reporter, or maybe you think of asking them something that.
Well, I think it is kind of different, actually, because a lot of what I do is interviewing francophone people like yourself, and it really is often unique for the singer or the filmmaker. It might be the only English interview they're doing, so they're kind of taking it from a different point of view, which I think is cool.
And then I'll read something about Isabelle Boulay, and then I'll say, "Oh, she never said that in any of the French interviews I read." So then I just quote you on air.
Now that I like. This is getting better and better. I might have to write a nice piece about you.
I think you're going to have to. Give credit where credit is due.
But you said that this wasn't your dream, and now you've been doing it for about 3 years. How do you like it? Because, I mean, it is live radio. It's a lot of pressure.
It's funny. I don't have that. Even when I did live television, I don't feel that pressure, or I'm never like, I wonder if what am I gonna say? And the other day I interviewed on air Vincent Valliere, who's a singer-songwriter, and he hosted a show on Ici Musique during the summer, and just before we went on air, he looked at me and said, what are you gonna say? Where is it written down? I said, I don't know what I'm going to say. It's going to come out of my mouth. It's, my brain's going to signal my mouth, and I'll say, hey guys, we're with Vincent Valliere. And it's like, wow. I said, how did he say this? He said, I have a lot of respect for this job that you do now, for the job, the job of a radio host, because he said that he practiced, like in front of the mirror, every one of his intervention. I'm really revealing a secret that maybe he didn't want to be revealed. But I thought, it's spontaneity. I don't know.
So you're not feeling the pressure, because it does sound like you're having fun doing it.
Well, I am. That's exactly it. I'm having a lot of fun, and I hope I'm being spontaneous. And sometimes, recently, 2 weeks ago, or last week, this is the first time it ever happened to me, when I pressed like my red button to go on air. Apparently I didn't press hard enough, and you couldn't hear me. And my colleagues made fun of me. They were like, you never do that. And I was like, well, nobody died, It's okay. It's fine.
You know what? As someone that does radio too, it does happen. You forget to press. I sometimes forget to press the button, and luckily there's a director who can press her button and make sure,
you sound smart. But no, I like radio. Wouldn't you agree that there's like a direct link that's there? And also with Twitter's a big part of my work day and my shift. And when I'm on air, I get to dialogue with people live, and I haven't tried that with television yet.